the Garden Hotel right now.
Where the little hallway or sheet has been erected so that we'll get very little in terms of a glimpse of the wedding gown until she steps out in front of Westminster Abby. Some of the others who are expected to be in attendance, members of royal families from abroad, King Constantine, the former king of Greece, and Prince William's godfather, his wife, Queen Anne-Marie, their eldest son, Crown Prince Pavlos, and his wife, Crown Princess Marie Chantal.
Was that James who's getting in the car? That was Carol Middleton and James getting into the car. James will be delivering the only reading, I believe, in his service today.
Which is from the Epistle to the Romans in the New Testament.
And Carol is wearing Catherine Walker, I believe that is. And Diana Faber.
Yes, Catherine Walker actually, I believe, passed away last year. And at a memorial service, her name was bandied around as being associated with the royal bridal affair. It wasn't necessarily Kate's dress, but there were just rumours around it. It was the same as Bruce Alston. She was linked in some way to the royal wedding wardrobe.
And in terms of the jet dress, just a reminder for those of you who are very interested in what Kate Middleton will be wearing at the moment we see the dress for the first time. We'll be hearing from Gabrielle Hackworthy and Amanda Wakely. They are our fashion contributors. They will describe it. The palace has told us that they will release an email with all the details of that dress the instant it is seen for the first time. So if you're at home looking by computer and you can figure out how to get that, well, that might give you some advanced information.
I'd like to say, I think that's magnificent that she has protected this as the secret so that her groom, her husband-to-be, will be blown away when he sees her. Of that I've no doubt.
What's lovely is that William is going to literally be the last man on earth to see her in this dress because of the way the Abbey's laid out. He'll obviously be up at the altar and you won't see her before she comes through the screen, and so the rest of the world will be watching. He obviously doesn't have a live TV.
Reportedly, Catherine had originally planned to go to the was going to St. Andrews, said, well, maybe we might consider that for all.
Poor Carol has been criticised somewhat as being a pushy mother. Maybe she was ambitious for her to be William, who knows? She's certainly a social climber. I don't think there's anything wrong with that necessarily, but St. Andrews, like Edinburgh, does attract a certain type of student, so she'd always have been rubbing shoulders with the right people.
Well, she and her husband are self-made millionaires through their party company, so
yes,
they've done very well and worked very hard to get there.
Well, St. Andrews was good for the two of them. They were good for St. Andrews as well. After they enrolled, enrollment shot up.
Indeed,
it's only like 30%.
Indeed, in fact, St. Andrews, according to a survey 3 months ago, is meant to be the hottest university for marriage in the country. Over 10% of undergraduates marry because they meet at St. Andrews.
Which brings up a subject in terms of the fairy tale nature of this wedding versus, for example, 1981. There is a difference here in that these two have known each other for 10 years. They have dated on and off. They lived together for a while at university, and they now live together up in Anglesey.
And also, in April 2007, they had a short split, 6 weeks, when they found they couldn't live without each other. They couldn't be happy without each other, and that also
It's going to Peter Alexander of Middleton. They're just about to pass him. Peter, what can you say?
Well, Meredith, we'll give you a sense exactly what our route is. Right next to us, you see Italy, Spain, Mexico, and Canada. The world's media is here. This is an international audience. And if we pan into the distance, you can see exactly where we can see the Middletons. We can hear the crowd beginning to erupt as they come this direction. Frankly, for a lot of these people, they're looking at the back of somebody's head, so they start cheering, and it turns out it was a leaf blower passing by. When the princes came by, everybody was ecstatic. Here you go. Take a look right now. You can see them just passing us. Everybody waving their Union Jacks throughout this area. I want to introduce you to some of the Americans who made their way to be a part of this experience if we can. What states are represented here?
Ohio.
Real suburb of Ohio. Okay.
Washington.
And this is little Andrew Buchanan, Team Kate. This is a future prince waiting for his princess to come as well. And give us a sense of well, we appreciate your being here. Matt and Meredith, we will toss it back to you. There's plenty of others to meet throughout the course of this day.
All right, Peter, thank you very much.
The other interesting thing to notice is that the cars that are transporting members of the family are great British brands.
Martin, behind us here at Buckingham Palace, we've got some action. We've got a couple of these buses that are leaving. And by the way, no shame in riding in one of those buses.
Absolutely.
It's a really good way to get to
I'm going to show Majesty the Queen is not in one of those.
And not driving it either, although she loves to drive.
Indeed she does.
And I heard that those are on loan from Volkswagen, is that correct?
Yeah.
Yes. But it's interesting looking at the vehicles that have conveyed members to the Abbey. Great British brands. Kate Middleton then and her son were in a Jaguar, and Prince William and his brother conveyed in a Bentley. Bentley has been made since 1913 in this country, and those vehicles sold in a showroom in central London since 1920.
She's had her 85th birthday recently, about to celebrate her Diamond Jubilee. Prince Philip is what, 90?
19th June, yes.
And yet, she undertook 387 state duties last year, and Prince Philip 308.
It's very difficult, isn't it, Andrew, to exaggerate the affection, the breadth and depth of love for the monarch in this country.
Well, she's a symbol of duty and service beyond self. That is what she does, and that's why she's loved so much.
Let's go back to Anne outside Westminster Abbey as more guests arrive. Anne?
It looks like this actually might be the car carrying Kate Middleton, the mother of Kate Middleton. We're going to see when he steps out of that car. And I think that might be her. In fact, it is her. And I believe also in the car is her son, Kate's brother, James, who is now walking with his mother towards the main entrance of the church. And as you can see, the two red cars standing there to greet them as they are standing at attention. And also coming up after them is another bus full of people. This might actually be a bus of members of the royal family. We understand that there were some who were going to be arriving by bus, you guys.
James is, 24 years old. And he's someone who's had an up and down time with the press here in the UK over the years. Andrew points over to Camilla.
Yeah, you take
It
this one.
was rather unfortunate, Matt, that James happened to be caught out a couple of times by the paparazzi. I think once photographed wearing a dress,